Hello and welcome. Working in specialty coffee industry, we all must continually grow, learn, and push the boundaries of the ordinary, because specialty has historically been a niche of the larger coffee industry, who have had to define ourselves and show that the product can truly be different from the norm. Without this effort to grow, we will not be the successful industry that we are. We know that new varieties are needed and needed quickly to meet the challenges of the 21st century, changing weather patterns, increased temperatures, and new disease and insect prevalence. The land available to grow Arabica coffee is also expected to a dramatically shrink in coming years, meaning that coffee trees must become more productive to meet increasing demand. Without better planting material, the coffee industry faces a potentially disastrous decline in Arabica supply in the coming decades. The selection of new Arabica plant varieties is one of the lines of defense from the damages of temperatures and rainfall increase. So judges, for today, I'm going to present you Mandela. Mandela is a new variety produced from Granja La Esperanza in Colombia from the farm Las Margaritas. It's a variety with high resistance and also an exotic and unique flavor profile. Mandela is created in 3 phases. First phase is self-pollination of Caturra and Caturra. Second phase is crossed with Timor hybrid to create resistance to the coffee rust. And finally, for the third stage, is crossed with Ethiopian materials such as Villa Sarchi, Daleko, and Sudan Rume. Mandela is a variety that produces 20% more than Caturra variety per hectare. It's a variety with high resistance and at the same time keeps all the exotic flavors of Arabica coffees. So judges, it's really difficult to imagine the future without varieties like Mandela. But now, let's brew this amazing coffee for you. As you can see, I chose to use fellow stock dripper, which is metallic material, keeping stable the temperature of brewing. The wall dripper keeps the temperature constant and prevents heat loss during the extraction. Also, the shape of the device and the filter creates a flatbed, allowing me to pour the water smoothly at the center without the risk of creating any unpleasant channeling. In addition, flatbed helps me to extract from my coffee a better mouthfeel without any bitterness or over-extracted taste. I split my extraction in 3 stages. First stage, I pour 80 grams of water of 96 degrees to open up the coffee and extract all the enzymatic elements and terroir characteristics. After 50 seconds, for the second stage, I pour 120 grams of water of 93 degrees to extract gently the sweetness, support the fruitiness, and the refreshing acidity of my beans. And finally, for my last remaining 50 grams of water, I will go back again to 96 degrees to extract this creamy and syrupy mouthfeel that you will have without any dryness. The 3 layers of different temperature of extraction highlights the enzymatic elements and terroir characteristics, the sweetness and the tropical character with its refreshing acidity, and of course, this creamy and syrupy mouthfeel that you will have without any dryness. I roasted this coffee on a cava machine for 7 minutes on a drop temperature of 198 degrees just 3 days ago. This light roasting profile enhances the sweetness and complements the refreshing acidity of my beans during your whole flavor experience. And in combination with the medium coarse grind that I use, I avoid any roasted elements in your cup. The water that I'm using is 120 ppm and pH of 7.2. This soft water, in combination with the recipe that I'm using, which is 16 grams of coffee and 250 grams of water, helps me to make a higher extraction, and the slight alkalinity balances out the acidity from the light roasting profile. Now, judges, let's talk about the fermentation of this coffee. We know that the fermentation is a highly complex process, and if it's not carefully monitored, it can acquire undesirable sour flavors. For this reason, Jose Luis Atejo, the manager of the farm, prepared a unique fermentation process of Mandela, taking care of the parameters of temperature and time in conditions of anaerobic environment. First, we selected only the sweet Mandela cherries in Brix measurement 18, because in this measurement we make sure that we avoid the over-fermentation. And then we seal them in grain pour bags in order to make the environment of the fermentation anaerobic. In order to keep the temperature stable and consistent during the fermentation time, which was 96 hours, Jose had an idea to stick the bags into a lake which was close to the farm, and the temperature was observed to be all time long 20 degrees Celsius. Taking full control of the temperature during the fermentation time, we had the idea to stick the bags, and this gave to our coffee a tropical character with this winey tartaric acidity, avoiding the risk of over-fermented taste. But the most impressive thing of this unique process is that it can be replicable in any climate conditions because of the stable temperature of the lake. Now, time for your cup profile. In case you miss anything, you can check the notes in front of you from both sides. In the aromas, you will find white grapes, mango, and honey. The flavor will remind you of white grapes, blood orange, and tropical fruits like pineapple and mango all the way along through your flavor experience. The aftertaste is sweet and clean and long-lasting. At the beginning, notes of pineapple will be perceived, and as it cools, it becomes more juicy, like biting a blood orange. The acidity is medium to high in intensity, juicy and lively at the beginning, like a ripe pineapple, and as it cools, it becomes more refreshing and tartaric, like a high-quality Chardonnay white wine. The body is medium, round and smooth at the beginning, like a poached mango, and as it cools, it becomes more juicy, like a white grape must. The high sweetness complements the cup, creating an harmonious and a balanced flavor experience. Now, I would like to take the vessel in your hands, close your eyes, and evaluate the aromas. Please, take the vessel in your hands, close your eyes, and evaluate the aromas. Thank you. Now, please, let me serve you. Dear judges, I am really happy that I presented you this new variety Mandela, a variety that creates resistance to the climate change and at the same time keeps all the exotic flavors of Arabica coffees. Our specialty coffee industry is under threat, and for this reason, we have to define ourselves and be responsible to move the coffee forward. Please, enjoy.